it has done amazing things in my life. And so again, just emphasizing the mental elements of exercise. Like, yes, again, you can sculpt this amazing body through fitness, but you can also sculpt an amazing mind.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to We Lift Big. I am your host, Bria BYG, personal trainer, video podcast personality, and award-winning performer. My mission is to educate, entertain, and enact a stronger, happier you. Because when we put in the work to achieve habits for lifelong health and self-love, we open ourselves to the amazing opportunities that come with a life well lived. New content coming out weekly, so I need you to get up, fasten your shoes, and lift big.
What is going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of We Lift Big. I am so glad you are here. I want to talk about exercise and how it fuels bravery. So, today, we're talking about bravery. We're talking about how exercise fuels bravery and the importance of practicing bravery in our lives. Something I love about exercise and nutrition is that the benefits are multidimensional. What I mean by that is that we can benefit on a physical level as well as a mental level. And in today's podcast in particular, I want to focus on the mental benefits. I feel like between the physical and the mental side of exercise and nutrition and all of that good stuff, my journey has always had a little more emphasis on the mental side of things, the mindset, the emotional state. The physical state has definitely grown as well. But first, I want to break down bravery. Bravery, defined by Google, thank you, Google, is readiness to face and endure danger or pain, to show courage. And courage is defined as strength in the face of pain or grief. One of the key elements in bravery is vulnerability, which is defined as the quality or state of being exposed to the possibility of being attacked or harmed. Vulnerability must be present in order for bravery to be present. If there is no vulnerability, there is no bravery. So, how the heck does this relate to fitness? Exercise by nature tests the body. Cardio tests the body, the ability of the lungs and their capacity to intake oxygen, the heart's ability to pump oxygen-rich blood around the body, and strength training, because there's so many different types of training, literally tears our muscles apart. It tests the capacity of our muscles, our bones, our ligaments to engage under weight and tension. It tests their stability, their dexterity. And so, if vulnerability is exposing ourselves to danger and attack, exercise is a full-blown attack on the body. It is not comfortable. We don't necessarily look good or attractive doing it. We are literally tearing our bodies apart. We are sending a signal to the body that it is in danger, and if it's going to survive, it's got to up its game. This, combined with nurturing and care through diet, mobility, rest, creates growth. The muscles heal their wounds and come back stronger. The heart becomes a more powerful pump. And this is an important element because it's hard enough to submit ourselves to pain and discomfort, but if that stress is not accompanied by a breathing space, healing space, just a safe space, something or someone that says, I am here for you, I know you can do hard things. Again, talking about good food, sleep, stretching, stress reduction habits, an awesome coach, friend, or community around you. These things are so important because without them, it's incredibly easy for the body and the mind to burn out. The hard can become the impossible. Bravery, again, comes in submitting ourselves to things that test us. And exercise, movement against force, is one of the greatest ways we can test our body. Doing things that force us to come as we are, to see ourselves exactly as we are. Because the body can't tell us that it is weaker or stronger in the way that the mind can tell us that we are weaker or stronger. And it's easy for the mind to try and play it safe, I feel, in my experience and my work with people. The brain generally likes to tell us this is the line before we've actually hit the line. And it's a safety mechanism. But that's not actually where we usually are. And exercise forces us to come as we are. It is through exercise and rejuvenation that we choose to send a signal to the body that we want more. And we are willing to endure the tearing and the uncomfortability in order to get to that place of more. We are willing to show up and face pain, which by definition is courage, is bravery. So how does this correlate into the rest of our lives? Well, can you count the amount of times you felt stressed, afraid, anxious, or guilty in your life? Can you count the amount of times you've experienced these emotions in, say, the past 3 days? What creates stress? What creates fear? What creates guilt? We've all been tested by life. We are tested constantly by people, by things, our health, our kids, our jobs, our lack of sleep. And we've all made bad calls. We've all made mistakes. And no matter the size of those things. Now let me ask you this. Is there anywhere in life that you feel shame? Shame is defined as a painful feeling of humiliation or distress. Brene Brown, who is a researcher and has decades of research under her belt on these topics, talks about shame as being a fear of disconnection. And as humans, we need to connect. How many of us have felt ashamed of our bodies, our past, our perceived futures? Why do we feel this way? Why do we allow ourselves to feel this way? Are you tired of feeling this way? It's going to require discipline. It's going to make you uncomfortable. It's going to require immense amounts of courage and vulnerability. But guess what? Exercise can give you the tools to be braver and to get yourself out of that place of shame or that stress or that fear. You want to find ways to just be your own person and live for your life and not just be in life with all of its tough experiences, because whether we like it or not, life is going to kick us in the ass again and again and again. So don't you want to be able to get back up, to know how to be more resilient to those ass kickings? Again, it's going to require discipline. It's going to require uncomfortability, and exercise can give you the tools to be braver, to be okay with being vulnerable. Because these are the things that are literally required for us to exercise, to be okay under tension. This is literally what exercise is, in my opinion. Exercise is training as to how you can create an amazing life, not just inside the gym and not just an amazing body, but also an amazing life and circumstance outside the gym doors. Exercise has made me a braver person. It has made me a better person, a more disciplined person, a more resilient person. Exercise has taught me how to value my body, value my abilities. It's taught me things. The way that I interact with training is how I interact with life. The way that I train my body is the way I live my life, with discipline as much as I can, just the best that I can, with as much effort as I can, in the smartest ways that I can. Because exercise, you have to be smart. You have to know what is going to give you what result. It has done amazing things in my life. And so again, just emphasizing the mental elements of exercise. Like, yes, again, you can sculpt this amazing body through fitness, but you can also sculpt an amazing mind, an amazing perspective that understands that life is a freaking roller coaster, and equipped with exercise, equipped with a routine, you can take hard shit on and you're gonna be okay. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I love you guys. I cherish you guys. And I'm excited to talk about this stuff. And so what inspired this podcast and inspired me to talk about this topic is I just finished reading Brene Brown's most recent book, Dare to Lead. In fact, I am rereading it because it is that good. And again, she has decades of research under her belt that talk about shame, that talk about bravery. And if you are just looking to up your game right now, especially during these times where a lot of places have started to close down again, we've started to go back into a more isolated quarantine. All of these things are so important. And again, just the more we can allow ourselves to grow in this situation, the better. And I think there's no better way to do that than exercise. And especially with the testing of not having gyms. Like, if you can decide, I'm going to exercise whether I have a gym or not, then you are going to make better decisions in the rest of your life as well. Like, this is training, again, to not just give us better bodies, but to be better people. And that is what I have for you today. Again, I hope you guys have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you in a few days. Thanks so much for listening.